The new Search Console Index Coverage Report excluded Soft 404. Let's press on Soft 404 and learn the best practices. In the new Search Console, we have historical data shown to us through all known pages. We should definitely be checking the current sitemaps we've submitted. Now, having said that, Soft 404s usually don't harm your Google rankings. Nonetheless, you want a better optimized website. The new Search Console has this question mark on the right-hand side, Help section. You can press on it and read more about, let's say, Soft 404. Let's search the Help section to see what that is. How do I fix a Soft 404? And the Help section usually tells us, you know what, you don't really need to fix it and so on. And this is coming from some WooCommerce site and so on, right? But let's go and see how we can fix it. Press on the example URL. I'll actually walk you through. I actually go and see the URL in question from the address bar to say, okay, you know what, can I access it? Then you can go and test your robots.txt file. In this example, I've blocked Google, but if it wasn't, now Google is saying, you know what, I'm allowed to see that. Then fetch as Google. Fetch and render as Google. If you end up seeing not found, unreachable, or errors and so on, then you want to be able to say, okay, you know what, why is that? In this example, it's a WordPress admin page, and somehow Google is picking this URL. It could be following a plugin link and so on. So let's go and press on the link in question. Looking at this, I don't want to see errors like this, so how do I fix it? First, this is how people saw, and this is how Googlebot seeing that page, and as you can see, there's nothing unique here. Let's go look at fetching. When you look at fetching tab, you should see status 200 OK. That means Google can see it now. So it's not 404, it's 200. So then I say to myself, okay, at this moment, robots.txt, let's say if it's not blocking it, I fetched it as Google, so it can render it so there is no issues. Then go view search results. And here, as far as Google is concerned, it's not in Google's index. Because for a fun URL like this, it shouldn't be in Google's index. So now I can be confident, and I should not submit to index, not this URL. Instead, I have two different options. One is, I can go to the old version of Search Console because the new one is still in beta stage. Then we have URL parameters. I show you this because it's an option, it's a feature of Search Console, but you should not be using it. Because if you know how to use it, then you shouldn't be watching this video tutorial. Okay, but that option is there for advanced users. So now let's go and fix this up. On a site like this, typical WordPress, I should log into my web hosting account, go to File Manager, go to Document Root 4, and tweak my robots.txt file within public_HTML. Right-click and download so you have a backup. Then you can right-click and edit. Here I've placed this code here, telling Google, you know what, Google, you are disallowed to access a URL pattern as such. That means next time when it tries to access this, it will be blocked. So then it will not complain in Search Console. The index coverage report will not show me this soft 404 for a funny URL like this. But what if you're looking at a URL that you think, you know what, that URL is on my website, it's in my sitemap, and yet Google is seeing soft 404. If that's the case, you simply analyze it further and ask yourself, okay, in this example, let me show you one example. Category WordPress themes. Let's go and fetch that URL. Here, yes, it can see. So I can press on F12 on the developer toolbar, refresh the page, look at network tab, and see the URL result status 200. So that's okay. At this moment, do I need to fix this soft 404? No, I should just fetch as Google for a URL pattern like this. I can look at last crawl, that was perhaps 2 months ago, Google couldn't access it. Fetch and render as Google to see, you know what, can Google now access it? So that's the difference between soft 404 and a typical 404. Soft 404 basically means, you know what, it's not as important as other issues, but nonetheless it's an issue that should be remedied. In another example here, it's a PST file. Here there's some funny URL patterns here. Perhaps we can even say common part of WordPress. Can we fix each and every one of these? Yes. Should we spend a lot of resources fixing these? Perhaps not. For typical scenarios like this, because soft 404 does not really harm your Google rankings. But if you're seeing thousands upon thousands of pages with soft 404, and they are pages that you want to have in Google's index, then you need to remedy them. That's why Fetch as Google is your friend, because it shows you the response code. Also, Web Developer Toolbar on the Network tab, this is also your friend because you can see the analysis, as in requesting and the response. You can press on the URL itself to further see the status code, because 200 means it's accessible. If it's 404, that means it's not fair. Make sense? And index coverage, soft 404 is all about that. Once again, you can ignore it if you want, because they are not really harming your site. But if you say, no, I want to take full control, then analyze when it was last crawled. Was it recent? Did you make updates on your site? And do you see lots of these soft 404s? Knowing that you have URL parameter options to tweak for advanced users, okay? The rest here, last year Google couldn't see it because we are looking at all known pages. But if we end up seeing soft 404 for the current sitemap, that's where you focus, because these are the URLs submitted in Search Console, and you should not be having any errors, including soft 404, for any URLs within your sitemap, XML sitemap. All these URLs should be accessible by Google, okay? So the new Search Console Index Coverage Report is all about with soft 404 response codes. Help section is always available, and you can read more about it. At the end of that, I thank you very much for learning with me. If you benefited from this video session, please do give it a like, and keep in mind there is a new membership site with great private video tutorials. So if you benefited from Rank Your tutorials, keep in mind within this particular new membership site, I share my own trade secrets. Trade secrets such as you can rank in Google in 24 hours. Not for just one word, but with many different search patterns, organic results, free website traffic. At the end of the day, analyze Search Console. The new Search Console is great. It's much better than the old one. And as usual, Rank Your YouTube channel provides free course on Search Console, so you can maintain your website better. And I'll talk with you in the next video session.